A very good morning to you and welcome to the Friday edition of Trending Issues. Of course, it comes to you, from AF Television. You know how we do it on Trending Issues. Don't forget, my name is Faith Okanwa and I'm your regular host, and this morning is not going to be an exception. You can join us through all our social media platforms that are on display on the screen, where you can drop your comments, your contributions, anything you want to tell us as regards to the topic we are talking about. You can drop it on our social media platforms and we will take it. All right, this morning we'll go quickly to some of the issues that are trending. Of course, in Nigeria, so many things are happening. Of course, things are happening outside Nigeria. And today, our main focus is going to be just on Nigeria and all the states in Nigeria. We know yesterday, we'll start from Abia State, God's own state. Yesterday, a sad event happened in Abia State where students of Abia State Polytechnic staged a protest. They took to the road and they were protesting. What were they protesting for? An alleged rape of a student by policemen. Of course, it's still an allegation, but we hope that they're still making their investigations. We hope that the investigations will be quick so that we'll know what actually happened. Of course, some men from the Rapid Response Squad, that is an arm of the police or something like that, allegedly raped a student of Abia State Polytechnic in her lodge. And of course, that caused a stir yesterday, and the students all halted their academic activities and then took to the streets, blocked the road, and they were protesting, say no to rape, we don't want this. And then the question is, why would a policeman or policemen be raping students, people that they are supposed to be protecting? It is the duty of officials, security agencies, to protect lives and properties of Nigerians and other citizens and residents in the country. And now these persons are allegedly raping the people that they are supposed to be protecting. Of course, 3 men from a Rapid Response Squad that were supposed to be guiding students in the school allegedly raped this lady, who is in the hospital now. And of course, the Abia State Polytechnic students just channeled their grievances to all the relevant authorities yesterday. Of course, they did not protest just because of the alleged rape. They also protested because of non-accreditation of some courses and departments in that school. Some departments like engineering departments, according to them, some of the departments in the School of Engineering in Abia State Polytechnic is yet to be accredited. We know what happens if you are yet to get some of your courses accredited, and then the relevant body comes tomorrow and say, okay, you cannot handle this course, so we are shutting it down. Then what happens to people that have graduated from that department? Of course, some of the students that protested yesterday, especially a civil engineering student, said that they in civil engineering in Abia State Polytechnic, when they finish their academic activities, that is after their final year exams, and it's time for them to get their certificate, instead of them to get a certificate bearing civil engineering, they get a certificate from building department. Of course, that is not. We know that building and the civil engineering is quite related, but then since the school has made it known that these are 2 different courses, shouldn't the school management and all the authorities that are relevant and has something to do about it do something so that these courses and this department will be accredited? Of course, the students also protested non-payment of salaries of workers and staff in that school. We know that their exams were supposed to start yesterday, that they protested, but then the staff halted that exam. They went on no pay, no exam mode. All right, that is what we're calling on all the authorities, the Abia State government, to please do the needful. Of course, education is still the key, even though the country will find ourselves now seems to be proving otherwise, but then education is still the key. So let's pay our staff so that our students will go back to school and then they will graduate on time. Okay, as regards to that lady that was allegedly raped and is in a hospital, the wife of the Abia State governor that I was talking about, Mrs. Nkechi Ikpeazu, visited her in hospital, and it's quite a sad one. Somebody that left his parents' house to school, and then a police officer allegedly raped her. We don't know what actually happened. We don't know what transpired between this lady and the police persons that allegedly raped her. But we know that something is in the pipeline so that the culprits will be apprehended. Of course, the wife of the governor has pledged to sponsor and foot all the hospital bills, and as well she has assured that her foundation will make sure that justice is done. And of course, the Abia state government has assured that investigations will be done and the culprits will be brought to book. That is why we'll tell you, shun criminal activities. All our security agencies are supposed to strive to make their name to be high and not bring down their reputation. Of course, that is it there. Alright, it's still trending issues on AF television this beautiful Friday and rainy Friday morning. Of course, if you are in Abia State, especially in Omar here, just around the 9:30 or so, the weather just changed and the sky became dark and night fell in the daytime. Of course, it's raining now, and I will hope that you are safe. All right, quickly, yesterday as well, a video trended online, a sad one at that, showing a military officer, a female military officer, maltreating a youth copper, a National Youth Service Corps member in Calabar. Calabar is in Cross River State, and this military woman was pouring liquid substance on her. We don't know what it is. We don't know if it's a clean water or a dirty water. We don't know what it is. But then in that video, she was pouring this liquid on her and hitting her with a cup. We don't know. But according to reports, they said they had an argument. And the woman's name is the military person now, Lieutenant Chika Viola Anele. She's the one that perpetrated this horrible and dehumanizing assault on this copper, Eze Iruako Ifenywa, a copper 7 at 13th Brigade headquarters in Calabar, in Cross River. And that video came up yesterday, which has caused so many reactions from various angles. And some reports are saying that this actually happened in July, but then the video came to the social media, to the world yesterday. And of course, some persons are alleging that the Nigerian army and other authorities that have something to do with this case are trying to shut everything down. But now the Nigerian army has released a statement as regards to that, and they are saying that no, we're not trying to sweep everything under the carpet. We're doing the needful. Of course, they said they've arrested the woman and they are taking their interrogation and investigation. We just speak few of the statements released by the spokesperson of the Nigerian army. I was talking about Brigadier General Onyema Mwachugu, and that statement was tagged "Officer Dehumanizing Corps Member in Video, Highly Unprofessional and Unacceptable." And he said that the Nigerian army has taken cognizance of a video clip currently making the rounds on the social media where a youth service corps member in Calabar, Cross River State. This act is not only condemnable but unprofessional and against established precepts of discipline in the Nigerian army. The Nigerian army has remained undoubtedly the pride of the nation, a symbol of national unity that has consistently been in the vanguard of respect for the fundamental human rights in the citizenry. He went on and on and on, but then he apologized on behalf of the Nigerian army. He said the Nigerian army further wishes to tender unreserved apology to the victim, her family members, friends, National Youth Service Corps, and to Nigerians in general for unwholesome treatment meted out on the corps member. All right, that is it there. One thing is to issue a statement, and one thing is to apologize. Then the main thing is to find out what actually happened between this corps member and the military woman that meted this kind of dehumanizing act on her, and we hope that she will be brought to book. Of course, it is service to our land, and it should not be by force. She was not in military training, but then we don't know what happened. But then we hope that the needful will be done. Of course, speculations are going. Some are saying that her phone was seized and they're restricting her from leaving Calabar, while reports are saying that they have given her transportation fee to leave Calabar for Lagos against her will. All right, we hope that the military will do the needful and then bring justice to play in that case. Of course, let's be our brother and sisters keeper. Wherever you find yourself, please Love everybody. Do not hate anybody. All right, we'll go over to what happened in Ogun State. Sad event at that, where an Ikeja electricity distribution staff, in the person of Tunde, fell from an electricity pole that uprooted. And I try to imagine, how will an electricity pole uproot from the ground where it was fixed? It will just fall down. Is it that these people are not doing their job diligently? Of course, the incident happened in Ogun State, where this guy and some of his colleagues went to disconnect. You know, when you don't pay, they disconnect your light, you will not have a electricity supply. Of course, these persons refused to pay and they went to disconnect. According to eyewitnesses, Tunde went up and then disconnected the electricity supply and came down successfully. But then the marketer, who is a female, asked him to climb back to the pole and bring down the wire that has been already disconnected. Of course, you have to obey your boss, even after argument, and say, okay, this is not how we do it. We usually disconnect and leave the wires up. But this woman said, no, I am the person in charge. You have to climb back up and bring down the wire for me. Of course, he went up again, and you know, all this safety belt, he tied it, and then he went up just to bring the wire down. But unfortunately, a sad event happened, and that pole uprooted from the ground and fell, and he landed to the floor with that pole. Of course, he sustained an injury on his face, nose, mouth, and he was rushed to the hospital. But then the question is, why would an electricity pole fall? Not just falling, it uprooted. Is it that the materials they use in constructing it are not original materials? Of course, the public relation officer of that distribution company, talking about Ikeja Distribution Company, in the person of Felix Ofulwe, he said that the safety team are doing something. They're investigating to know what actually resulted to that pole uprooting from the ground and then falling. Of course, he said that it wasn't a case of electric shock. We know that it wasn't electric shock, and the guy is still in the hospital, and we wish him a quick recovery. All right, that is how we'll call it a wrap on today's edition of Trending Issues on AF Television. Thank you so much for being part of this program from Monday to today, and thank God it's Friday. My name is Faith Okanwati. We'll come your way next time. Bye for now.